What's going on, beloved? Sensitive subject, but I'm gonna be as real with y'all as I always am, right? You know, and I don't fake the funk, right? I'm who I am. That's who I've always been. That's who I'll always be. Like, hold on, y'all. My bad. Sorry. One of my brothers and sisters, whoever you are, wherever you are, or the bunch of you, or the group of you, or whoever I'm talking to, okay? I'm gonna be absolutely 100,000% honest with you right now. All right. Not that not that I'm not any other time, right? But I just want to let you know how real this thing is, right? How much it affects your life, right? In the positive and negative aspect, right? Um, but the ability to look at that and be able to be outside of it, right? Or step inside of it and be able to step back out of it without being compromised, right? Is the goal. Okay. It's okay to have the feelings that you have. It's okay to feel what you feel, right? But just don't let those feelings pull you into something that can eventually destroy you, right? Because just because you are feeling this, the way you're feeling this, and you wish that this other person would be on the same page with you, as much as we want it to be, it doesn't always turn out like that, beloved. And in my case, never turns out like that, right? Uh, I've always pictured my life as, yes, I'm a chosen one, but I feel like I'm still even rare in being chosen, right? Because of my life experiences and what I've been through. Like, I feel like even though I'm a part of a chosen bunch, I still feel like a black sheep, right? I still feel so different that I feel alone a lot of the time, even from other chosen ones, right? Because I am different. I am. Like every fiber of my being is different. But anyway, let me not rant. I'm gonna get off on a tangent, but this message is for you, okay? I know what you're feeling right now because I feel it, okay? You've been crying. Let's see, look, my voice is shaky. Like, you know how it is when you're about to cry? That's how my voice is shaky right now. Because I feel your emotions. I feel them. Come on, come on. Holy Spirit. Sorry, I'm trying not to cry, man. It's hard when it comes upon you. Like I can feel you guys, and I'm empathetic to your plight because, to be totally honest, I was just feeling like that a few minutes ago, and maybe that's why I'm up here giving it the message to you guys as well, right? And it's also for me. It's okay to miss the person that's not in your life anymore. It's okay to cry over, what didn't happen, what didn't get to happen, just the way that you picture things. Like, it's painful. It's painful. Like, and which was another word more excruciating to describe it. Maybe the word excruciating itself. It's excruciating, even after the healing, beloved, even after you move on, even it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. And all you want to do is have everything be fixed and just rearranged and just, man, if we lived in a perfect world, beloved, if we lived in a perfect world, okay? that same ex that I talked to y'all about, right? I would have them right here next to me. Still to this day. Yeah, it's right there in the hallway. Even to this day. Even to this day, beloved, I cry still. I do. I cry when I miss them. I cry when I think about the good times. I try not to think about the bad times, right? Because I only want to hold, even though I know it's not plausible, I only want to hold the good memories that I have of us together, because regardless of what happened, I still love the person no less than I did before. Probably even more. And I wish I would give my left, and my left arm and my right foot, I would give it. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm serious. I would give it if that meant that everything could be as I want it to be in that area with that person, right? Because I can have anybody that I want, right? That's not the case. I wanted what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? It's like that one person who you'll never love anybody else like you did that person. You know what I'm saying? Like that, right? And you're not. It's your twin. It's your twin. That's a love that you can't replace that love. You can't duplicate that love. You just can't. Yeah, you can fall in love again. Yeah, you can be in soulmate relationships, but they will never be like that twin flame relationship. That's why I hate the twin flame dynamic, because it's just like, push and pull. It's like pulling teeth. But beloved, it's okay to feel what you're feeling. It is, right? You just don't want to get stuck there. That's the only thing. You don't want to get stuck there, right? And if you do, that's why we don't want to dwell on old memories and old things, because when you dwell, you'll get stuck. You'll get in like limbo, right? And you won't be able to get yourself out, or it'll be hard to get yourself out, right? You want to get to the point where, yeah, you can look back at things and you can, look at the past, and yeah, you still might cry about it. Matter of fact, you will cry about it the longer you think about it, because that is something that will stick with you for the rest of your life. Like, I'll never forget this, ever. I think about it every day. Every day. And why it couldn't have went the way that I wanted it to go, especially all the years I put in. Not even talking about the years of us being together, the years of me waiting for them to be available. Not even knowing I was waiting for that. You get what I'm saying? But I knew the first time I met them, the first time I laid eyes on them, my spirit knew who they were instantly. I told you I was like a bolt of lightning that struck me. Like, I was there to beat them up, beat the whole house up. I didn't tell y'all the backstory, but I was there to fight everybody. But what happened? I saw them sitting at the top of the stairs, and I lost my speech, and I forgot what I was there for. That was something significant. That was supposed to happen. And I remembered that night every single day until the next time I saw that person again. And when I did, I made sure that I snagged them up, right? But unfortunately, they came attached with all type of other stuff. But beloved, it's okay to reminisce, just don't let it become a detriment to you, all right? And you might not want to until you get to a healing phase in your life where you can handle that, you know what I'm saying? Like me right now, I can barely handle it. And I'm healed. Like, I did my work, right? Of course, there's still parts of me that hurt, and that'll always hurt. That part of me, that'll always hurt. No matter how much healing I get, it'll always hurt me. It will. because it's out of my grasp. You know, that was something that I had no control over after a point, like none. And I just had to sit there and watch it happen. And it's like, and then in my mind, it's like, oh man, we'll never be able to be together. Like we'll never grow up together. We'll never be able to be in a peaceful, happy relationship. We'll never be able to do any of those things. You know, that's what my mind, goes to. And then I make myself sad. And then I start crying. And then I feel bad. Like, don't go there. You know what I'm saying? Don't go there. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was just watching an old video of me and my ex, right? Because obviously it's because they're pulling on me, right? They're going through things right now, and I'm on their mind, and I know that. I can feel it. But I can also feel their pain and their grief and their sorrow and everything else. And it's kind of like I'm going through it all over again, but with them, just not to the full extent like I was. Um, but, it gets easier, beloved, but it still hurts. It hurts the same. It hurts the same. And it's crazy, like, cause the thoughts that go through my head is like, who's gonna, like, if I do, and when I do meet somebody else that is actually in love with me, like, not just me in love with them, but them in love with me. Like, if I do meet somebody or whatever, and that happens, it's never gonna be like that could have been. You know what I'm saying? And some things in life you just have to bite the bullet and deal with, and you have no control over, and it hurts even more so because you have no control over it. That's the part that hurts the worst because you can't do anything to change it. And especially if the other person refuses, and then when it's, all hell's breaking loose and hell falling on their head, then they, want to make changes and do whatever. But it's kind of like you're so far apart, you're so much more elevated that it would take, I don't know how long for them to catch up to you. You know what I'm saying? But if I knew that there was that there was a chance, a healthy chance, and I had to wait, if God told me, hey, you guys can be together, you just have to wait a year, for them to serve their karma and pay back the check that they wrote, right? If God told me, hey, if you want to, y'all can be together, but you can be together in a year when this person does their work, I will wait. My right hand to my father, I would wait. I would wait. Why? Because it's that important to me. That would be a no-brainer. I would wait. That whole year, 365 days, I would wait. But that's not the case. And we don't know what God is going to do in the end of the scheme of things, but I don't know, beloved. It's a touchy area, sensitive area, an area that I'm still working through, so to speak. But don't be ashamed to feel what you're feeling. Don't be ashamed that you are feeling what you're feeling. You know what I'm saying? Yes, because they did this and did that or did that, where everybody you're supposed to hate them, or you're supposed to be mad at them, or you're supposed to. Well, no, no, you're not supposed to anything. You don't have to do what other people tell you that you're supposed to. You're supposed to feel that. No, you know the way you love them. You know why you love them. Nobody else can tell you about your love for somebody else. Even if that person is compromised and they don't understand and they're just not there. So, beloved, don't feel bad for missing somebody. Don't feel bad for crying about missing somebody. Don't feel bad about it. All right? Feel it. All right? You miss them. Say out loud that you miss them. Like the point is here, don't act like it's not affecting you, or don't act like you don't miss them when you do. Don't act like you don't, you know what I'm saying? Because you lie to yourself and then you push those negative emotions down somewhere. You feel them? You push them down somewhere and try to ignore them, and then you'll cover stuff up with it to try to ignore it. Do you get what I'm saying? It leads to some just toxic, unhealthy place. All right? And don't ever let nobody tell you you shouldn't love them or you shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? You love them like you love them. Because I'm going to love them like I do, like I always have. To the day I die and then, and beyond, and all the way into eternity. Why? Because they're a part of me. I'll never throw anybody I love out to the trash. Never. Ever. But if you compromise my life, my well-being, my peace, I can't be around you. You know? I can't be around you. I mean, it only makes sense. If you're going to be destructive and chaotic and hateful and just, I can't be around you. I'm sorry, I can't. You should understand that. Not you guys, beloved, but I'm just third person saying. You should understand that. Do you want me to come and tear down and ruin everything in your life and just leave? Like I never knew you? No, you don't want me to do that. Why? Because your heart would be broken. Come on. Some days are better than others, beloved. Right? And don't let anybody come up here and fool you, try to fool you. Like, yeah, yes, we're happy. Yes, we're festive. We're peaceful. We're walking into our prime, right? But I also miss the person that I love every day. Every day. Not a second goes by, I don't miss them. Not a second. Not a second. Right? But I can't let myself dwell on it. I can't let myself stay there. Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like I programmed myself to, when I do start thinking about them, right? And I can't stop thinking about them, I'll think about the good things, the positive things, the things that makes me smile, the things that make me laugh, right? You know, some of you are thinking like, and I know because I think the same thing. Like, who's going to, who's going to know how I like to be touched? Who's going to know how, I like my back rubbed or my hair stroked when we're laying down watching the movie? Who's going to, you know what I'm saying? The little things that a certain person does because they know you, right? Like they're fashioned to who you are. It's like when you were designed by God, they were also being designed, but you guys were interwoven together. You know what I'm saying? There was something connecting you. You guys shared something together. It's just, I don't know. That's the best. I can't explain how strong the bond is. How strong it is. I can't explain it. But it's so strong that I'll never lose my love for them. Right? I mean, after they pay back what they owe, I'd never refuse to help them in any type of way. You know what I'm saying? Not letting them use me, but I would never refuse to help them. I would never talk down on them, right? In their face or behind their back. I protect them from other people talking about them even to this day. But I don't need to tell nobody that. You know what I'm saying? If there's anybody around me that wants to talk about my ex in a bad manner, I don't let them. To this day, I don't let them. Why? That's a part of me. That's who I love. And first off, you're not going to talk about who I love in front of my face. Right? I don't care what situation we're in or we're not in. That's none of your business, but you're not going to talk about my person. But do you get what I'm saying, beloved? Right? So, I love y'all, beloved. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.